Really realizing that $1,000, $5,000, even $10,000 account balances are just not enough for you to actually make trading work as a full-time income. You're also realizing that brokers are starting to crack down on leverage, which they once offered 500 to 1 leverage, are now only offering 30 to 1, and that's going to continue to get less and less over time. So a lot of traders are starting to look to proprietary firms. These are firms that allow you to borrow funds and trade and keep a good portion of the profits. And this is how we can trade larger balances with less leverage and make trading work as a full-time income. So today I'm going to be talking about a proprietary firm that I think is one of the best ones out there. It's called City Traders Imperium, CTI, and they have the most flexible rules when it comes to professional trading. And I'm a professional trader. I've been doing this for 15 years. I have over 14 months of profitable trading history results that are public. And so I'm going to be doing this with my two algorithms, the Pinpoint EA and the Ranger EA, to show you that algorithms can actually pass these proprietary firm evaluations, and I'm hoping to do that in the next 4 to maybe upwards of 8 months at City Trader or CTI, and hopefully you can follow along with my results. So I'm going to be showing you some results right now to show you what I have done over the last 14 months. So I'm going to be giving you a brief summary of my account, my public accounts. So this is the Ranger algorithm version 3.5. This is low risk. This is 50 to 1 leverage at Oanda. You can see that it's just 11.7% profit. This account has been going since October 24th, 2019. So you can see that all the month results right down here. So that's 14 months of straight profitable months. All right, so that is the first account. So this is also the Ranger algorithm version 3.5, but this is running at 500 to 1 leverage, so 10 times more leverage. And what that gives you is a lot more profit, almost 70% profit. Drawdown is manageable at 10%. And you can see this account's been going since January of 2020, so just the beginning of this year. So we're almost at 12 months on this account, and you can see profitable months every single month. All right, so here's the live account. So this is the live account, Ranger EA version 3.5, 500 to 1 leverage, and this one has been going since June of this year. So this is almost 30% profit, very manageable drawdown. The account balance is $2,400, which is pretty low, but I'm doing this small account and adding $200 extra every single month to this account to increase compounding for a video series that I'm trying to take a $1,000 balance into $400,000 in a matter of around 6 or 7 years. So hopefully you can follow along with that video series, which you'll see an update coming out next week. Okay, so this account has been seeing profit every single month as well, as you can see right here. And the next account is the Pinpoint Algorithm. So this only released about 5 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. And this account's been going since October 22nd and has 5.26% profit, which is, not crazy. But what's cool about this one is that it has a 100% win rate. So that is 43 trades out of 43 trades in 7 weeks since I started this account, this tracked account. So that is a perfect win rate on this strategy since it started. Over a 17-year period of time, it does have a 94% win rate. So we're talking about a really high win rate, even over a 17-year period of time. So a 100% win rate over 7 weeks is not unheard of with this strategy. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be using with the CTI. So this is a Ranger and Pinpoint EA combination. So that's right now my personal account balance. This is a public account, but it's personal, so I'm locking out the balances and everything like that just for safety. And you can see that I have a 7.27% profit gain on monthly average, and the total balance or the total percent is still pretty good, even just since October of this year. So this account's been going since October 23rd. All right, so I'm going to be using this combination of algorithms at CTI, and I'm expecting a profit of 1 to upwards of 2% every single month. So let's get into the charts and show you a little bit more of the detail about CTI and what I'm going to be doing there. So I'm going to be talking to you about City Traders Imperium and why this is my preferred proprietary firm when there's a lot of competition out there right now. This isn't going to be an extensive review of City Traders Imperium. It's not going to be even a comparison video as well, but I will include aspects of both. This is going to be a video about the reasons why I'm choosing City Traders Imperium as a 15-year trader that's been profitable for the last 14 months and that has been doing this for a full-time job or full-time income for the last 12 months. Okay, so if you do a Google search of City Traders Imperium, you'll see that one of the first results that come up is Forex Peace Army. Forex Peace Army is a pretty cool place. Gives you really good reviews for Forex trading tools and brokers. And you can see that they made it a profile on November 26th of 2018. So they've been around since 2018, but they didn't claim their profile on Trustpilot until January 2020. So I'm feeling like that's when they started really pushing things to a wider audience. And you can see that they actually have a really good rating there as well. So why did I choose City Traders Imperium? So if you scroll down to their front page, you'll see what they offer. So I chose the 70,000 Forex funded account. So that gives me $17,000 to trade right off the bat, a 7% target, 4% drawdown, max exposure is 0.85 lots. And after completing the evaluation of getting 7%, then I get the $70,000 account to trade. And after 10% profit further, I get 2x on the balance growing every single month. So it could take a while to grow the account over to the maximum of 2 million, which they offer, but it's still really attainable and pretty flexible rules, especially when you have 12 months to hit that 7% target. So I'm going to be doing a quick comparison on the competitors like FTMO, for example, and the 5ers. So recently I did a video, FTMO is a trap, why prop firms want your money, pro trader's opinion. Alright, so this video has gotten quite a bit of traction for its category, and you can see that the likes and dislikes are pretty mixed as well. And it's because people don't like talking when bad talk happens for proprietary firms, because it's basically their baby right now, because we are realizing that as retail traders we're not getting as much leverage. We're also realizing that it's really difficult to grow small balances into large balances because profit targets are really difficult to reach when they're over 10% every single month. And I complained about some of the problems at FTMO, and I'm going to mention a couple of them to you now, but if you want to check out that video, you're free to do so. But the first evaluation of FTMO, step 1, they're looking for 10% profit within 30 days, and with a 5% daily loss and a 10% maximum loss. So I went over in that video a little bit about why I feel like this is really unrealistic for proprietary firm trading. And a lot of new traders disagreed with me, saying that, you know, reaching 10% profit is not that hard. I did it in 2 days. You're not a pro trader. You're a liar. This and that. So many different people tuned in and wanted their say and what they think about the step 1 at FTMO. And they think, oh, it's attainable. But what they don't realize is that none of the people that are commenting in on that first video have stats, profitable trading stats longer than 6 months. That's a really, really rare thing for a trader to have. And it's only probably the top 5% that can be profitable in trading after 6 months. And that's the thing here, is that I have been profitable for longer than 6 months. And to be perfectly honest, it's been 14 months since I started profiting with my algorithms. So a profit of 10% every single month is really difficult to be sustainable. So FTMO is wanting you to risk and gamble on their step 1 challenge in the hopes that you will lose your $540. Now, step 2, much more attainable. They're only asking for 2.5% every single month within a 60-day period. So they're asking for 5% profit within 60 days. That's more along the standards. So what they're trying to do is knock you out in the first challenge, and then if you're able to, luckily, like out of luck, pass that first challenge, which a lot of traders do, and then hopefully you can smooth sail after that. But I'm not going to mess with the proprietary firm that's trying to knock me out in the first stage and wanting me to have a lucky win streak or to have lucky trading of the markets to go in my favor during that 30 days in order for me to go on to the next stage. That's just not fair play by a proprietary firm. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about, and also how they don't allow weekend holding trades over the weekend is completely ridiculous. Any pro trader knows that you need that option to hold trades over the weekend, whether it's bad trades that you're holding or whether it's good trades that you're trying to let the profits ride. Any trader knows that. FTMO knows that. And so they're also trying to knock you out with that, trying to make you lose and trying to make things more difficult for you. Okay, so let's talk about the 5ers. The 5ers is, I've known about them for quite a long time. I feel like they're looking now for more serious traders because they're more in line with what pro traders are wanting from a proprietary firm. So for example, we're going to be talking about the 80,000 mark. So this is for an $80,000 account. They're looking for 7% profit. They are asking for account leverage of 1 to 6, which is, again, in the realm of standard proprietary firm. You don't have a lot of leverage, but you have higher balances. The problem with this is that they're wanting you to pass this challenge in 180 days, which is 6 months. And that's passable. It's passable to get 7% in 6 months, yes. But I want more time. And the thing is that at City Traders Imperium, you have 12 months to reach their profit target of also 7%. So I feel like that is a much better option, and I'm easily going to take 12 months over 6 months, so I can make sure to stay within their rule base, and can stay conservative, growing my account at a steady pace. Okay, so that's why I feel like City Traders Imperium is one of the best out there when compared to the 5ers. It's because they allow more time for you to pass their challenges, and they even allow a bit more max exposure as well. The cost is about the same, it's a little bit less, but overall the City Traders Imperium is going to potentially change the industry, and I feel like it's going to force prop firms like FTMO to change their ways so they're not asking you to gamble in the first stage of their challenge. Okay, at least that's my hope. Now that you know why I'm choosing City Trader for my prop firm, I'm going to be going over the strategy that I'm using for the evaluation. So this is the Ranger in Pinpoint Algorithms. These are my personally built trading algorithms that trade the Forex market on a complete autopilot. So this is a live account at Trader's Way with 500 to 1 leverage. This is my personal account. And you can see that it has a monthly average of 7.27%. So essentially I'm going to be using 4 times less risk to make sure I stay within the rules that CTI places for their traders. So that is going to be 4 times less monthly average and profit. So what that's going to turn out to be is about 1.81% profit every single month with 4 times less risk. So I'm looking at quite a bit lower profit expectation than what you see here, but that 1.81% is still a really acceptable profit when a prop firm is considered, especially when we're looking for trading an account upwards of $2 million eventually. So this isn't about passing the evaluation and getting the $70,000. That's great, but what I'm looking for is showing you guys that the Ranger and Pinpoint EAs together should be capable of getting to that $2 million mark at some point, whether it's a year or 2 years or even 3 years from now. That is if City Trader CTI is still around by that point. But this is about slow building, slow and steady, because most people just don't have the patience for these prop firms, and that's why it's really difficult to find individuals or traders that have been trading at these prop firms for long periods of time, is because eventually the majority break the rules because they don't have the proper risk management. And so that's why I'm using my algorithms in this way, where everything is very calculated to the point of it's more important to not break the rules than it is to make obscene amounts of profit. Okay, so a little bit about the Pinpoint Strategy, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So the Pinpoint Strategy is my latest algorithm, and I showed you what the profits look like on this one, just a refresher. So this is the Pinpoint algorithm that you're looking at right here. This is the one that has 43 trades taken and 0 losses so far, and this has a 17-year history of a 94% win rate. So I'm going to show you how this trade, a little bit about how this this algorithm works. It actually buys within the trend, so the bigger trend, and it buys the dips. And you can see here, I'm going to show you where it bought the dip. Right here. So that's a buy trade going on the upside. Okay. So then we are looking for another dip in the market. Dip, buy, looking for it to go up, and look what happened. It went up. Okay. Now the next one, looking for another dip and within the trend. Okay, came down, shot back up. All right, so that's what the pinpoint looks for. And if I'm zooming out, I can show you all the places again, and it looks quite nice. And that's what a good algorithm or good trading system looks for, especially when it's a trend trading system. Is that, yeah, we can buy on the breakouts, and that's a good idea, but why not buy within the dips where we have less potential for drawdown within that trend, at least in theory. But all of this has been done over the course of the last many years for me in developing algorithms that have really good methodologies that look for long-term profit and increase in investment. Okay, so that's what this algorithm looks for, and that's one reason why it's so profitable, is because it looks to buy the dips within the bigger trend. So that is the pinpoint algorithm. The Ranger algorithm looks for places in price where pullbacks happen, and that can happen within the trend or against the trend. And you can see right here, this was with the trend. These are two trades, 1 and 2, and those closed for an overall profit right here. Okay, then we had 4 trades. All those closed out for an overall profit right here. Okay, and those were with the trend, and then price went up. Ranger found a good opportunity for price to go down, and it was slowing up here. As you can see, it trickled up, and then it fell. And so that's where when we were able to capitalize on that move. And you can see right here, we had another trade, single trade by itself, and we had trades again with the trend and against. So these were all taken with the trend going on the upside. This one was taken with the trend on the downside. So the Ranger is capable of a lot. It's capable of trading with that trend and against it, which is pretty rare for an algorithm to be able to do. I hope you all can follow along with me during this evaluation process at City Traders Imperium following the Ranger and Pinpoint algorithms. So I'll give periodic updates with these two algorithms at City Trader, and hope that you guys can follow along or even take part, because the Ranger and Pinpoint algorithms are available to the public. So I urge you to join the free Discord group below this video description, where you can get all sorts of information, talk to other traders about the Ranger and Pinpoint algorithms. Thanks so much for everybody for watching. See you on the next one.